Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Christina, please?
this is her.
Hey, Christina, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who did you say you were? What business?
It's a radio show, a morning show.
I didn't catch that. What business again?
It's Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a morning radio program. You can hear it in your car on the way to work and stuff.
Okay.
You clearly don't listen, right?
Are you still talking about the radio thing?
Yes, I am. Here, let me explain for a second, all right? We host a morning radio show. One of our listeners actually emailed us to try to get you on the phone. His name is Mark, and you recently went out on a date with Mark.
Yeah, I'm not calling him back.
We know that, yeah. That's the whole reason that he emailed us. He said, hey, I met this really cool girl named Christina. We went out on a date and had fun, but now she won't respond to my phone calls. Can you talk to us for a second about your date with Mark?
Not really. I'm pretty busy.
I promise this won't take up much of your time. All I want to ask you about is him taking you to the jewelry store on a first date to look at engagement rings.
Oh, man.
Wow, he told you about that?
Yes, he
Okay.
did. And he actually admits that he knows that was kind of an awkward move.
Yeah, awkward is an understatement.
Oh, I would have freaked out if I were you.
Honestly, it was just such a strange suggestion. You know, I just thought he was kidding.
Yeah.
And why did you go along with it?
I mean, I didn't want to seem mean. He did seem like a nice guy. It just seemed like a very strange thing to request.
Okay, so that's why you're not calling him back, because he took you engagement ring shopping on a first date?
I mean, yeah, there's a little more to the story, but that's basically the main reason, yeah.
What's the more?
Well, he pulled me in. I thought I seemed apprehensive enough, but he, seemed very excited to go in. And while we were there, I got the feeling that this spur-of-the-moment ordeal wasn't as spur-of-the-moment as he was trying to make it seem.
What do you mean by that?
I felt like he planned it. One of the girls, when we came in, called him by his name.
Shut up. They knew his first name, like, welcome to the store.
Yeah, they were like, hi, Mark. Good to see you.
Like this is his first date move?
Well, we were looking at a lot of jewelry, and when he went to the other side of the store, I leaned in, and I asked the woman, I'm like, hey, how do you know him? And she said to me, yeah, he's been in here a few times.
Oh, what?
With
So, like with other girls?
I didn't get to ask because he was on his way back.
But was
Okay.
she giving you, like, the look, like, you need to get out, like, woman to woman, this is weird, or he's just shopping by himself and she didn't seem to think anything was abnormal?
Neither one. It was weird that she even said that he had been in there a few times.
Yeah. Does he have a lot of jewelry? I mean, maybe he's shopping for himself?
I didn't notice too much jewelry.
Okay, so he's not like a dude with like big watches and pinky rings everywhere and like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Did you ask him about it? Did you ask him, like, hey, have you been here before?
I didn't know how to, and I just figured this was his go-to date kind of thing, and I kept thinking, like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you want to bring a girl engagement ring shopping on your first date? How could that be your go-to move? How could that be your first instinct? I don't get it.
Don't you want to ask him about that? I would love to ask him if that's his move.
No, I'd rather let it go.
Well, I can't let it go, Christina. And we're going to have to ask him because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. Mark, go ahead and say hi.
Okay, let me explain. All right. And it sounds really bad, but there's an explanation. I swear, it's not what you think.
So this
There's
isn't...
an explanation?
Yeah, what's the explanation? This isn't your first date move, Mark?
It's not my first date move. I swear. With you, Christina, that was an impulsive move. That is not my go-to move.
The girl
on a
knew your
first date.
name. She says you've been
Yeah.
in there a few times. Explain that.
I understand. I have been in there a few times. I've been in there with other girls, but
What?
I have. I've been in there with two other
Okay.
girls.
Whoa.
But no, let me explain. It's legitimate. I was actually engaged to both of them.
What?
Wait,
Whoa.
you've been
That's even
engaged
worse.
twice in, like, the recent past?
Yes, I was engaged twice, and and both times we went to that sort of shop for rings.
Why would you ever go in there then, Mark?
Yeah, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know, but what I think probably happened is that, I was nervous because there was a lull in the conversation and it was a familiar place, and I thought, wow, this could be fun. This could be, it's some place that I had some good memories in, and maybe take her in there.
When you walked
memories
in,
in?
and the sales lady knew your name, didn't you know, like, oh my God, this is the biggest mistake I've ever made. We need to leave immediately.
I didn't even hear her say that. I mean, obviously she said it because Christina heard it, but I didn't. I swear I didn't even hear her say that. I didn't know she knew my name.
So, have you been married before? Like, what? You've just been engaged
No,
twice? Was that recently?
It was the last one. Yes, was fairly recent. It was before I met you online. But but yes, I never got married though, and it never happened. I mean, it was both the engagements ended, and but it was never. I never lied to you or held it back from you when we were talking online. It just never came up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's true.
And you take me to the same exact store that you got their rings? You thought that was okay?
I was getting nervous because there was a lull in the conversation, and I just pulled you in there because I wanted to shake things up a little bit and get things going. And I realized it wasn't a great choice in retrospect, but I swear, there was no, I had no agenda.
There's a million other things we could have done at the mall besides looking for engagement rings.
Yeah.
There's a million other things.
That's a very good
You had
point.
a lot of options, Mark.
But we were in front of that store when we were.
That's true, but you could have walked 3 feet to another store or up to the food court and got some frozen yogurt or something. There's a lot of stuff you could have done.
I know. I mean, I know. I realized it was stupid. I wasn't thinking, but that's what I did, and I have no. It was stupid.
Are you sure, Mark? Are you sure you're ready to be dating right now?
Yeah.
Yes, I am sure, and I'd like to go on another date with Christina.
Okay, cool. Let me ask her then. Christina, would you like to go out with Mark again? And we'll pay for a second date.
I mean, my gut is telling me no.
Oh, you know what everybody says? Don't listen to your gut.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. My gut tells me no, it's not.
No.
No. I mean, I can't. It was all really strange. I told too many people about that story.
I can't go out with that dude now.
Yeah.
You sure you have the opportunity to be Mark's next ex-fiance?
Oh, Jubal.
Oh, come on, man! Don't say it like that. It makes me sound like a weirdo. I'm not, I mean, all I did is take a girl into a ring shop on a first date.
Yeah, exactly.